Hi, I just had this amazing webinar and it was really, really powerful, but I forgot to push the record button in the beginning. So you're gonna have a different beginning from different time and me in the beginning, and then we will go to the recording what happened really in the masterclass. Hi, everybody. I'm so excited and deeply honored to spend the next hour with you, sharing all the key secrets about what it means to embody your true, unique feminine energy and how to shine it out in the world. Discovering how to get to be in your authentic core, how to build this muscle to express that in the world without dimming your light. That has been my mission for the last 12 years. And my name is Ilona Moon. At the moment, I would like to share a little bit about myself so you would know who are you dealing with for the next hour. And I'm a transformation muse. It is my absolute passion to help women express and embody their true power beyond what they believe is possible. I'm also a mom of two. I'm restarting my career now. I'm in a loving relationship. I just finished latest training, 700 hours on how to heal the pain from the past so that people can really embody their soul's truth. And here are a couple of steps I want to share that really open me up to embodied knowing what it means to express your true self, to be confident in your skin without trying to follow all the rules out there. So first one is about my divorce. It was about 5 years ago and it completely crushed me. It crushed my world open. And at first it felt really, really bad, but it turned out to be a really amazing blessing for myself. But at that time, I was sure there's something wrong with me. If only I fix myself, I will be happy. If only I will be in my feminine energy, I will find a man and be happy. My worst nightmare was to die alone. And here I was, divorced at 38. Then, a couple of years ago, when I gave birth to my second child, it was a really big baby, like 11 pounds, about 5 kilograms big. And I didn't had enough milk for my babies the next day. After I did this miracle job, after I gave birth to the child, I was beating myself up. I was beating myself up because I didn't have enough milk. So again, I find something that is wrong with me. And that moment became such a powerful portal to get to the deepest level of what is behind this, why I feel that way. It doesn't make any sense. And what I discovered that there is this whole thing called patriarchal brainwashing. We are living in the culture that has brainwashed women to believe in certain things that aren't true in order to keep ourselves and our lives really small. And then I saw with such a clarity how this brainwashing thus fueled my search for how to feel whole, worthy, like a queen of my life. It all comes from the place of lack. And there is something wrong with me. I need to fix myself. I need to improve my body. So the whole search then changed into completely different perspective. It was about do I become myself? How do I become myself? How do I clear the path to who I am at the core, away from all the conditioning of being quiet and small, put everyone else's desires and needs before mine, conditioning of having perfect life, a career, raising kids, perfect wife, friends. Can you hear the difference? Being myself at my core or fixing myself, what's wrong with me? How both of these attitudes of searching for answers gives you different results. So at one moment I received this massive download. I saw as woman that we are in these imaginary boxes. And these boxes with all the rules on how to behave, what you need to want, what is bad, how much is enough for your desire. This box has been there for so long that we don't even notice that the doors are open and you can come out and be yourself. And what I have seen that so many women have this deep belief, if I let myself out of the box, it means mass destruction of my life. And I want you to know this thing called patriarchal brainwashing makes you believe in it. So, idea is to go on the journey today and find the tools to finally change it. We will start by really deepening practice that will guide you to connect with part of you who is your true, unique essence. I have this amazing journey prepared. It is called Diamond Journey that will guide you that will give you clear direction to get to your unique self. Then I will share with you $1 million gift, the knowledge that is so important to get to embody your true power, and yet a lot of people are not talking about it. And finally, I will share with you this secret set of tools that you already have. You already have them, but you might not know the power of those tools and how really to use them. So how does it sound for you? Great. So is everybody ready for our guided journey, our meditation? It's going to take a moment. So my invitation is to really start to get comfortable. Give me a moment. I'm gonna share the music for that to make it more deeper. And all right. So let's close our eyes for a minute and drop in, really landing in your body. And maybe it's the deepest breath you take all the day. Do it right now. Really deep in and breathe out with a sound. Ah. And I want you to tune into part of you who got you here. The part of you that decided to sign up, the part of you that felt curious and cold, and the part of you that actually opened your computer and pressed join. Because I can imagine there were a million other things that felt more important. So can you offer some gratitude to the part? And I want you to just witness that this is what the world wants for us, to be pulled away from spaces and times that we want to dedicate to ourselves. But you didn't listen. You listened to the so much deeper part. Who knows? And I'm going to ask you a question, and I invite you to feel the answer bubble up from the womb of silence. You can drop your awareness now deep down in the belly into your womb space. From that space, hear what comes up. Here we go. What are you afraid of will happen if you let the world see who you really are? Just listen. And are you willing to lay down these fears for the next hour to come into unknown, meet your true self? And if you're willing, just say yes to yourself. With saying yes, I invite your body, your heart, mind, organs. Take a rest for a moment. Invite your body, heart, mind, organs, take a rest. Give your body this sense of no hurry. Just be for a moment. And slowly allow yourself to go to your safe space. This is a space that feels like really safe for you. You might remember some events from your life where you feel that way. It can be on the beach, the forest, in the middle of the meadow, or even your home. And look around. How does this place look like? What do you notice around it? What colors pops up? What kind of details you notice that you didn't notice at first? What is the temperature? What kind of sounds you can hear there? Tuning into the thinnest sound that you barely can hear. And what can you smell there? And I'm going to invite you to look at your right side. And far, far away you can see a shape of a woman. And she comes to your direction. There's just something magnetic about her, the way she carries herself, this easiness, effortlessness, and power at the same time. Now she comes closer, you understand. This is you. Only you who already is deeply connected with who you are inside, feeling in true power to be herself with all the talents open up, fully blossomed. She has fully opened herself as a woman, soul, mother, wife, in career. She got everything, she did it all. And she is so happy. And as she gets closer to you, look at yourself in your full potential. You are in your true power. This is you. And as she comes to you closer, she looks deeply into your eyes. Your eyes meet. And she says, hello. I have been waiting for you so long. Just look at her. Notice how you feel when you look at her. Do you feel a joy, excitement, inspiration, hope, maybe other feelings? Maybe you feel scared. Just look at her and see details about her. What is she wearing? What does her hair look like? How does she smell? What's happening to you when you hear vibration of her voice? And now I'm going to invite you to have a conversation with her. As you look deeply in her eyes, ask her, when you look at me, what do you feel? And listen for answer. How do I really feel about people around me, about people I deeply love? How do I feel about God, universe, higher power, whatever comes to you and feels comfortable? And what does being in my feminine energy look like for me? And what are the parts that are in me, but what wants to be released more powerfully? What calls my attention right now? For those who joined later, we are doing meditation where you are meeting this your full potential, yourself in full potential, and having this conversation. And now have this magical question: what do I really want? And just listen for answers. What are my next steps to become fully myself? How to do that? And as this conversation comes to an end, I'm going to invite you to merge with this version of yourself. It's like you're hugging her and you become one. And notice what's different. Notice what's different when you embody your full power. How does it feel to be yourself in your true power? Do you feel joy? Excitement? Feeling like a leader of your life? Worthy? And take a snapshot of the sensations that you feel. It's like a picture that you can access any moment from now on. And by accessing, you get to tune back into the sensation. And let it become embodied in every cell in your body. And I invite you to say to your full potential, I accept you. I accept you. I accept you. And here's the wisdom she wants to share with you. No one is coming. No one is coming to tell you that it's okay, that you have a permission to choose yourself now. It's up to you. It's your time now to go for your dreams or desires, no matter how wild they might seem. This is your life. You're meant to live your life the way you want it. You know who you are. And I know it might feel like it's too weird, too big, too much. Not you, not what your parents want you to be, not what your friends want you to be, your partner. And I know how hard it is to let yourself out all the way. Like it's going to collapse, that everyone you love will leave you, that no one will get you anymore, that you will feel rejected, that you will be alone. I've been there, I know it. And I also know if you allow exactly who you are, your authentic truth to come out all the way, incredible things will happen to you. And how about letting everybody else take care of their own feelings about that? Because you cannot control how other people react to you being in your authentic truth. But what I do know is that you cannot spend your entire life trying to make everybody happy, trying to keep other people from being mad at you. This life, this is your one chance to be you. One chance. And you're at crossroads. You have a choice. All you have to do is choose. And when you trade playing yourself to being your true self, it's a really good trade. There is no more important relationship than that. And with these final words, letting it really land in you, I'm going to invite you to tune back into your safe space with your awakened potential inside of you. Really breathing in one more time that safety. Thank you to that place that allowed you to rest. And with deep inhale, deep exhale, come back here. And I would love to know in the chat, what is real for you? What surprised you? Who are you really? This is really important part where you get to integrate from the deeper level where you just went to the mind level. And if you open, you can share that in chat or just take a moment to really land in the space, in the mind spaces as well. And here's the thing I need you to know. If there is something you are hiding, if you have deeply unhealed wounds that prevents you from expressing fully yourself, if you are suppressing your emotions, your desires, what you want, you're physically draining your body. And that means that you're probably getting sick a lot, shut down, you have disconnection with your body, you have disorientation on what you want, who is truly you. You might have headaches, depression, weight gain. This can be with you or not with you, but this is what I often see in clients. And the most important thing, if you are suppressing who you are, you don't have enough energy to go for what you desire. You don't have energy for that because it's a full-time job to put that face all on, take time to serve everyone else. And at the end of the day, when you don't have energy, you can't take care of yourself in a way that really matters to you. So I want to invite you to this diamond journey. And I have prepared presentation for that. Please allow me to share that with you. How does it look like? All right. I hope everyone can see it. It's a diamond journey. So here are the steps. And I will start with the zoom out view to understand main destination points. And then I will go deeper. So you can really have like a map. Okay, here is this, and then we go deeper. So this is a station number 1. We start at the base of the diamond, and this is a place where all the facets of diamond meet in one point. This is a point of now. This is where you get really clear where you are right now. And it's really, really important because in order to understand how to get where you want to be, you get super clear where you are right now. And this is where power of good questioning comes in. And on top, we have desire. This is a place where we want to go. This is our destiny. And I want you to know, for a lot of us, for a lot of women, allowing ourselves to even fully dream about what we desire feels really threatening. We can start hearing these voices like, I can't have it, who am I to have it, this is not real, this is too much, and so on. And I want you to know that desires are really, really important. Your desire shows you the path of your authentic self, your true essence. They are like impulses coming from within. And by following them, allowing to say yes to them, you're getting closer to who you are at your core. And when you think about your desires, you don't think about how to get there at this man. It's all about allowing yourself to just dream, just allow it to come out, just put it on the paper. And then now, even putting on paper, sometimes it might feel scary. What if it doesn't happen? It's just voices for the moment, and we will think about that later. So if we stick to this masterclass about embodying your true self, your true feminine, your true power, your desire would be here like, I desire to fully embody and express my true power. And it can be anything here, like I desire to have a fulfilling and loving relationship. I desire calling my soulmate. Anything will work here on this map. Then we have these different facets of the diamond, and they are different parts of you. On the one side, we look at the part of you that are in the way of getting what you desire, what kind of beliefs, patterns, blockages, wounds, ancestral wounds is in the way, lives in that side. And I want you to know you don't have what you desire because there are parts of in you that doesn't feel safe to have it. It's all about these blockages and patterns lived before from our past. On the other side, we have this empowering part, and here lives all the parts that are like, oh yes, I want this desire, let's go for it, let's do it. You know it. Sometimes we feel it when we really like, okay, now I'm gonna do it. We just need to know which one we feed and how to feed it, and then we get to the desire. So here is another layer to this picture, and this is the picture that shows you the frequency of your emotions. It is created by Dr. David Hawkins. What we see here is that every emotion has its own frequency. And the higher the frequency, like here you see the numbers and here you see the emotions, and the more you raise up to the world where you are creator of your own world. This is really important. Now think back to your meditation of your full potential. How did it feel to embody, to be in your true power? And can you find something similar here in this chart of emotions? And just take it and note, okay, this is where I want to, where is my full potential? And for you to make your desire reality, and here's one of the top keys you need to keep in mind. This is one of the three things I want you to take away from this masterclass. You need to raise your vibrations. You need to raise your emotional vibrations. So up till courage, you are living on autopilot. You are led by autopilot. What is autopilot? It's your unconscious mind. Your unconscious mind is everything where lives your patterns, blockages, wounds, and so on. And now for a moment, just look at your life. Think about your life. Health, relationship, finances. Where does your autopilot is taking you? Just become aware of that. And there is this amazing quote from psychiatrist Carl Gustav Jung. He said, until you make unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it fate. Until you make your unconscious conscious, it will direct your life and you will call it a fate. So here, above pride, you start to connect with consciousness. It looks like you start to notice what is happening in your life. Like, for example, in the middle of being angry, you notice, oh, I'm angry. I feel like this in this moment. I feel triggered. In the middle of that, as close as possible as it happens, not like 2 hours later when, oh my God, what do I do now? And you start to ask questions. Okay, I feel angry. What do I do about it? What is asked of me to be released? How do I allow that anger to be released? And how do I feel that place with higher vibration emotions instead? And we're gonna talk about that also. So let's have a look how to raise vibrations. Okay, so here is a double street mechanism. Here are the blockages, wounds, beliefs that are not allowing you to get what you want. And there are a lot of approaches in self-development that is about be better, be good, change your patterns, add this habit and do that. And I want you to be introduced by Tantric approach. This is what I use also in my coaching practice. It's about to get into the core of you. How can we clear the blockages that are not allowing us to be who we are at the core? It's not about becoming someone else. It's about really integrating the parts. This is what I mean by integrating the parts. We are not pushing out anything. We integrate all parts of ourselves and learn how to feel powerful and confident as a whole with all parts of ourselves. Second part of this mechanism is you need to charge yourself with emotions that are on a higher vibrations. And it's very important to use both of those parts because most of up-to-date science has proven that it is very hard to allow yourself to have your desires without feeling all the yucky feelings, all the blockages that are stuck in our bodies. Like, you know, when there are different stories and events in our lives that we didn't know how to process in the past, they stuck in our body and they have a certain vibration in our body. Anger, sadness, grief, they are all these events and emotions stuck in our body if we don't know how to process them. And they hold this certain vibration. So we need to release these blockages. And what happens when we release blockages? We scale up in the higher vibrations and we get closer to desire. And a lot of personal development is about instantly trying to raise vibrations. This creates these quick results, amazing sensations, and people are ready to pay for it. But oftentimes it works like a bad diet. For a moment, you have a great results, but then it comes back and you start to beat yourself up that, oh my God, I didn't do it again. There must be something wrong with me. All right, so I want you to take this in, that it takes some time. You need to spend some time in frequency of love, joy, acceptance, whatever is in the higher end of those vibrations, in order to get to that part where you are stable in higher vibration state. It's like you have to accumulate enough higher vibration emotions, better beliefs, better thought patterns, sensations, and then one day, it's almost like you wake up, I have my desire. It really happened to me again a couple of weeks ago, and I couldn't believe. It's like a quantum leap. It's like, oh my God, how does it happen? But it just like that happens. That's really amazing. And I'm not gonna go into details of that because I want to go to that $1 million gift of yours. And this is what I want to share about that key of paradox. With an open mind, I'm going to ask of you to really hear that you cannot get to where you want to be before you accept what is. And I really mean accept where you are right now at the level, like if I don't change anything in my life, I'm okay with that. If I don't get my desire, I'm okay with that. This is about inviting frequency of appreciation and gratitude in your life about anything I have. And if we really tune into our body, there is a part of us that can accept 100% whatever is happening in our life, beyond first things that we feel that no, I can't accept these parts. And from our soul perspective, our soul has designed this experience for us. For our soul, it's like, whoa, this happens, and I feel like this. This happens, and I feel like this. If I think about that, this happens. So it's really like I'm amazed about everything. And I know it feels really controversial to have this acceptance. I hear it hundreds of times from clients. I can't have it. I can't accept it. This is not possible. I hate this part of my life. I hate this characteristic of mine, and so on. And my question is always, has not accepting what is has ever helped you? So when we truly get to that sense that everything in our life has a meaning, that everything in our life has something to tell us. There is a wisdom in everything that happens in our life. So, for example, if you desire fulfilling and loving relationship, do you love yourself deeply enough that you know, embodied this knowing what it means to unconditional love, so that you know when you receive it, oh, I feel like I'm being really loved, because you first need to know it. And if you desire that, your life, events in your life will show parts that is not working to get your desire. So when something unpleasant happens in life, it's about really tuning in. How does it serve me? And I know it might be hard. So my invitation is start with sense. If you can't accept, start with I accept that I can't accept. And this already will start to bring that vibration of acceptance in your body. After a while, you might say, there is a part of me that can accept it all. And it opens up so much energy of love, that force of life, and it raises up to our vibration and vision of our desire. I've seen it happen again and again in my life and coaching sessions. This is like a powerful portal that starts to move things towards releasing stuckness and leveling up. This is a huge, huge part. So this is a number 2 key I want you to take from this webinar. So the first was about it's important to raise your vibration emotions. And second one, there is the way through is through acceptance. It softens you down. It softens you towards your desires. So the next step is about these tools. And I want to come back to the part about integrating those wounds and blockages and patterns, all the parts that are in the way of getting what you desire. So we want to do that. So you actually have these tools installed in your body that can help you with that, with integration. So let me be a little bit more clear. When you cut yourself, your body heals that cut, right? You don't need to do anything about that. Your body alchemically wants to move towards healing and integration. You don't have to put some magic on that wound. You just need to be like a normal healthy to allow yourself to heal. Our energy bodies, our physical bodies, our spirit wants to do the same thing. If you're healthy enough, your body wants to alchemically heal all those wounds. We don't want to carry baggages and blockages that don't serve us. Our body doesn't want that. It wants to heal that. But we've been so terrified for hundreds and thousands of years for most of societies to use those alchemical tools, go into that alchemical state. Why? Because European cultures associated this with being demonic, like you are mentally insane, like there is something really, really wrong with you if you use those tools. So here is how this alchemical healing is happening. It's going to make so much sense in a moment. First, that is something that you haven't been really developing. You need to be in connection with your body. Feel what your body feels. So, for example, can you remember last time when you were angry? How does anger feel in your body? If I tap into sensation of anger, I can feel this like intensity happening, like I want to like move and do something. There is this heat happening in my body. So I feel all these sensations happening in my body with this anger. And when I allow my body to be really connected with that sensation, what is going on in my body when I'm angry, and allow my body, these sensations fully be felt, like you give space, like, okay, here you are anger. Express, do what you want to do, scream. If you want to scream, scream. If you want to shake, shake. If you want to run away, run, kick, whatever you want to do, body, okay, do. So who have kids here? I have 2-year-old toddler, and he's like excellent example. He doesn't download this scarcity modality about what it means to go into this alchemical state. When he is angry, he's like clenching his little fist. He's like with red face. He's screaming like 10 children. Toys are thrown away. So he is doing alchemical process. He is allowing what he's feeling in his body to be expressed. So what it means, it doesn't stuck in our body as these blockages and patterns that we are then holding these low vibrations. So what are those tools? Breathing, sounding, movement, letting energy flow through, and mindfulness. Breathing, sounding, movement, allowing energy through, mindfulness. And I understand that this might be really strange to really use those tools in the middle, like first date or business meeting or dinner party. But you can use these tools as practice, weekly or daily practice, to release any stuck energy. So what you do, you might choose some song you put on, and then you start to notice in your body, what do you feel? If you feel numbness, you start to move like numbness. If you feel sadness, you start to move like sadness. It's not about looking pretty, being in the tune of the music. It's really about not thinking about how does sadness move. You just do it. You just allow it to do it. Might feel strange at first, but with time, it really gets like second nature. So what happens if we do this practice on a daily or weekly practice? As soon as you give space to what is going on in your body, the stuck energy will start to move up. All the blockages, wounds that are stuck with these lower vibrations in your body, they will push up and allow you to process them in the moment. You don't need to know the story about those sensations. It's just allowing that sensations come out. It's really gold. It's really gold, and it's free, available for you 24/7. And they are like a representation. You are part of divinity because you can do on your own healing. All the stuff that is stuck in you, you can do the healing on your own. All right. So this was this dense information about the journey and tools and paradoxal key. I'm gonna switch off the presentation Okay. So as you know, all these tools and diamond journey and this awakened full potential inside of you. For a moment, I want to invite you to close your eyes again. And connect with your true potential again, with your true power. So you have been in this journey where you now activated this seed of full potential. And as you enter back to your life after this masterclass, you meet your life again. You meet your people again, and they have missed you. But they don't know that you're different, that you have this seed activated of your true potential. And you have a choice. You can either fall back into pretending, into people pleasing, and overdoing everything for everyone else. Or you can decide to stand in your truth even when nobody else is. And can you stand for yourself when no one supports you, when it's on you? What happens when you show the people who you really are? Is there a discomfort or challenge? Can you face it and not shrink in the face of it? And can you look with compassion at your people and say, I'm sorry. I'm sorry that I was pretending to be someone else for so long. I can see how this is confusing. But this is who I am. And I hope that you can love me because I love me. And fast forward 1 week from now. What happens if you showed up in your authentic truth every day for a week? Maybe your house become a little cleaner. Maybe you had a deep conversation with a friend. Maybe you decided to plan a date with your significant other. And what about months? What happens then? Maybe you make the new friend, start drinking more water, meet yourself in the mirror with love, with deep, deep love. And what about 6 months? You made it through difficult conversations, some endings of relationship. Had to explain yourself maybe more times than you wanted to, but here you are. What does it feel like to know you've been true to yourself for 6 months? And 1 year, you're integrated, confident, clear. You feel worthy as queen. You can have your desires. You no more question who you are and what you want. And everyone else comes to you and asks, how did you do it? I want to learn from you. Can you show me? You are at your new work, your healthiest body ever. You will have this created deep and beautiful friendships. You don't know how, but your significant other is also who you always wanted him to be. Just breathe it in. What it means to stand in your core, in your true power. Allowing your feminine energy, who you are, shine from within. And knowing it's your choice. You choose yourself, no matter what. So, breathing that all in and slowly opening your eyes. So here we are. And I need you to know that all you have to do is leave this master class and go be yourself. You know who you are. You just need to trust yourself that choosing you is the best decision you can ever make. You have tools, you have the map. It's really that simple. And if you know that you need a support system around you, if you have tried and it didn't work before, if you want to rapid change and fast forward yourself to the place where you are in your true power, I want to share with you how to do that with me. For some people, it's about doing work solo, and that's great. And you might also be called to find someone who can guide you back to you with a different space holder. And that's great. I want you to go and find those people. But in case you feel like I'm your guide, you can just take your hand, give you the guidance on how to get to the core of what is keeping you away from you, being in your true power, how to release those blockages, how to raise you to your desire. Then my one-on-one coaching program, Queen Effect, is for you. So this program has helped my clients to really claim their worthiness, their queen nature. And from that place, they have this deep confidence to ask for what they want and need in life and in relationship. And I get these results by combining ancient mystical practices from tantric traditions like breathwork, sounding, energy activation, and I combine it with up-to-date modern tools like somatic healing, really connecting with the body, feeling safe in your nervous system, and deep self love. And my newest asset is 700 hours into methodology that helped me develop this very unique frequency for holding space in a coaching session to go really deep at the core of the issue and transform that. This is a place where it really comes out and we don't go back there. So this package, Queen Effect, it's 12 one-hour coaching sessions where we cover 9 modules that will flesh out and integrate the core blockages, fears, and resistance. And you can claim your true queen nature and get your desire in 3 months. You will raise your vibration. That means you will unlock your desire. This program is enriched with powerful bonuses, including breathwork, sex magic, healing practices, and many more. And most importantly, by going through the coaching program, you also receive this imprint of methodology that you can use then to apply really to get anything in your life. You will have this embodied path in your body. So that's really amazing. And as this is really, really deep holding, space holding, I only work with a couple of clients at once. And if I'm your person, I would be so honored to walk with you on this journey to get to your desire. If you feel curious, you can book a call with me. It's at ilonamoon.com/call, and we can then really tap into your unique situation. And this is a moment when you can ask any questions about this masterclass, what you received, about coaching, and I would love to have this 5 minutes to answer them. All right. And also, if there are no questions, I would love to hear in the chat. Again, it's really important for integration. What's your top takeaway from this masterclass? What is something that you're taking with you and you can start to implement next day? Think about what can I do in next 24 hours, change and do differently from tomorrow. This really helps to, these knowledges, what we have today, really start to work in your benefit. This has been so amazing to do this masterclass, to prepare all the details, all the knowledge, to put it in this dance like a really short hour. In 1 hour, it's really not much what we can do. You just offer one-on-one, or do you run groups as well? At this moment, I do only one-on-one. This is something that is really important to have this unique connection and space holding, so you can really change your life in 3 months. It's really important to do it one-on-one at this point. I'm planning to do group coachings as well, but that's going to be along the line, maybe next year. Thank you for your question. My takeaway: to keep that love and joy feeling of my potential self. Amazing. Yay. Yay. So beautiful. So beautiful. Thank you for choosing this time with me. It's been my honor to spend it with you. And I hope you have a nice evening, day, morning, wherever you are from. All right. If no more questions popping in, we are ready to go. Thank you.